for each have 5 minutes.
I won't keep mine as short. My name is Bill Rowe from 55 Echo Road and 45 Echo Road. I'm here to speak about safety. Safety of our neighborhoods. There's a lot of factors involved as far as safety goes. The most dangerous is student parties. I'm here to talk about the neighbors and the neighborhoods that have the rentals. And I'm mostly talking about the parties that are next door to us because I know exactly what happens with them. Becky gave you some details. I'm not going to go too much into that except for we also took our retirement money, which we have none now, in order to buy that house. I'm frustrated. I'm upset. It's been a year and a half that we've worked hundreds and hundreds and thousands of hours and put a lot of money, hired the best attorneys in the state to back us up with the things we said, and basically not a lot was done. When police are called, very little is done. In our particular case, we had 3 underage tenants throwing a booze party to over 100 people, 45 cars. They were underage. A majority of the people are underage, as with all the neighborhood parties. They're underage because only seniors are of age. So 75% of the people at that party are underage. And that's how the police should look at it. I don't think they do. They know the fact, but I don't think they do anything about it. In our case, the partiers yelled and screamed before, during, and after. It wasn't the noise. It was the activity. It was very, very dangerous. They were falling down drunk in the road after the police came. It was a booze party. Getting back to safety. All over town, there's hundreds and hundreds of parties. Here's a list of parties right here. The average is well over 100 students. These are the ones that are approved by University of Connecticut, right here. There's over 35 a month on these things. These are the approved frat parties in our neighborhoods. They're approved in our neighborhoods, and you'll see they're 100, 200 people, 30, 40, 50. It's so many people going to these parties, and they're drinking parties. And they're fraternities, which are illegal in our town. They're listed fraternities. Students get hurt, a lot of injuries. There was somebody hurt at our place. The ambulance wasn't called, but they were hurt. Some people get killed, and unfortunately, that just recently happened with us. That person was from a neighborhood party. Think of the families and the hardship that they have to go through when they go through something like this. I don't know if you read the paper. It's right there. No. I don't know if you read the report. This report is the anatomy of a party. You've got to read it. You must. It's a must read for you. You'll see what happens in every one of our neighborhoods, how they're organized, how they buy the booze, what they do. Every single person that testified with this, the ones that got arrested and 24 more or something like that, they're listed in this thing of exactly what they did. And it all boils down to safety, a house, and nobody's there to stop it. It's hard. I know all of you. You're all great people as people. But let me tell you, it's your fault. This is your fault. This is your fault. The hundreds of parties are your fault because the one way they can be stopped is stopping them in the houses. Everywhere else, they can go to a different package store. They can have another different friend buy them. All the different steps, something else can be done. But they're going to have that party in that house. And when in that house, it can be stopped. I can stop it. This Friday, we drove around and we caught 3 or 4 of them. There was supposed to be police patrolling and everything else. And we're the ones that reported it. I don't go out every day. I haven't been out in town in 2 or 3 months in that end of town. And we had to report 2 of them. People on the roofs, they were all over the place. It's your fault because you run the police department, the rental department, the housing department, everybody else is involved. You have communications with UConns. Everything that you do, you try to put it off on UConn. And I agree it's UConn's fault, but the violations and everything like that should be done through you people. Because once it goes to UConn, nobody knows what's going on. Because it's secret on that. John Armstrong, he says, well, I don't know. I don't have to do that.
Mr. Rowe, your 5 minutes have expired.
Okay, I think I showed my point. Thank you very much, and as people, I really think you guys are great and everything else, but you've got to do something before we have more of these safety problems, people dying.
Additional speakers this evening?